Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. So, last time we visited the abandoned house that was full of addicts that they claim it's their place. Apparently they don't pay taxes, those scumbags. You can automate party members' actions in combat with AI settings accessed through their character sheets. Okay, if you say so, then I definitely can do that. So... okay, outside we are. Next we must visit Kolivsk's house. Scouting modes used for two purposes, sneaking and searching. Sneaking may allow you to avoid or gain tactical advantage against difficult foes. Sure it can. Okay, it's not stealing, I guess. It's just gold, I mean. Was that right? Okay, let's speak with the guy. A youngish elven man squints at you surprised. You can't just barge into someone's home like that. Who do you think you are? Who are you? The elf who lives here. Now get out. What now? Who are you? Who are you? Well, you're rude. I'm pretty sure no one's gonna miss you when you die. Wow, he bled all the way over here. I didn't have much on him. Oh. Okay. Just killing things makes my heart jump with joy. Ah, there we are in the dark night. Brightest day or darkest night. Jelly button something stuff. Okay. Ooh, I like the statue. There's no fire, though it's night, so that's kinda weird. Abandoned house. Hello, are you still behind us? We've been through this already. So that's another abandoned house, I guess. Very slowly, I will take point. Why are we allowed to carry only two? I think if we are allowed to carry a bunch of stuff like swords and stuff and stuff and stuff, we should have at least 5 of those things. I mean, they're just twigs, apparently. I mean, look at this guy, he's carrying a shield enormous and ugly and... ah, hammer chisel. Don't see anything, so this house is empty, I guess. Rope coiled from the chair feels painfully scratchy. The water in the sparrow is muggy with blood. Oh, it's a torture room. Adorable. Also, there are swords here. If it's abandoned, I can take them. Okay, outside we go again. Ah, outside it was still night and foggy. Oh yeah, we were inside for just a few moments, so no big surprise there. Sneak around the almost naked woman. Anything interesting here? Doesn't seem to be a door. Don't see anything interesting. Suck. Suck. Ah, there we go. Hook and rope. Hello there. Shove off, we've got nothing to talk. Well, buzz off, I guess. Refugees. Why are there refugees here? I assume there was a war. What are you looking at? Oh, shut up. Don't speak like that to Gwen. Ah, that was easy. When an attack score a hit, it does standard damage and has standard duration, a gaze reduction, damage and duration by 50%, crit, increase the damage and duration by 50%. Okay. Aha! I knew it! What the hell is that? Burrows. Okay. Expensive burrows, not those cheap ones that people may find. Kinda weird. Okay, outside we are again. Ah, a trading company, that's... So, refugees, what are you doing here? It takes smooth tongue to solve problems, doesn't it? Well, most of the time I can just take care of it myself. God damn that person. Oh, a companion potential, maybe. The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out towards the harbor with glimmering golden eye. Eventually, seeing your present, she turns her feathered head towards you. Want to run down on its luck, Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. As long as you are willing to clean up a blood stain. Enough silver and gold, you'd be surprised how well you can clean up just about anything. True enough, Verzano's just lucky no one's trying to pay him, and still these days, sooner or later, his luck will run out. One looks back in the warehouse for a moment and glances. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. She's a potential companion, I take it. Valiant soldiers. Master Verzano. Oh, a torch. Hello. Cartugo. Hello, Cartugo. What do you have for sale, my friend? These clothes were worn by the hero in Old Valia, who lived in a village stricken by a terrible plague. While most fled, he stayed behind, restoring the few he could and easing the suffering of those he could not. I want those clothes, they look very cool. In time the disease spread to him, melting the flesh of his face and raising boils to his arms, until leaving his hands, eyes, and mental factors untouched. His exposure to the illness had insulated him against its most pernicious effects, leaving him disfigured but capable. Amazing. Very nice. The Ring of Wonder. Now this ring I like a lot. Might actually purchase it. Ooh, wow. It's a small fortune. Almost as much as a dragon meat. Okay, let's see. This Druidic Order of Overtus, so it gives you 1 might, 1 constitution, and 1 resolve. Orbits of the Golden Grove believe the Ring of Wonder is a sapling of one of the great trees that surround the tier emerald of twin elms. One day they say it will grow into an even mightier tree, roots like fiber twists twined together, sprouting from shining green bud. The ring adjusts to the finger of the wearer, but removing it can be a painful experience as the roots bound to the flesh. They should definitely have cursed items in this game, like in Baldur's Gate. That was very cool. There was one cursed item that could turn you from female to male. Yeah. You could always equip unknown things. It was hilarious when they turn out to be cursed and you can't get rid of them. Okay. Commissioned by the wealthy nobleman of New Helmar, this leather belt has been dyed to resemble the feminist for which it is named. It's brown. Doesn't look anything special. Much taken by account of the fearsome beasts, the eccentric nobleman gathered pelts of hunting trophies. Trout had never seen any of the creatures in person. When commissioned, this belt and nobleman insisted upon enchanting with would grant him Stalker's gaze and voice. Despite this mumble origin, the enchantment proved very effective. While the belt won't guarantee that the wearers will land a fierce feat after fall, it will see them back in fighting stance more quickly. That's cool. Plus 2 dexterity, that's even better if you ask me. This amulet was taken from the ruins of Glanfat by Imperial Agenda in 2664 AI, attempting to shatter the new and fragile peace between Grif Admeth, Hedret, and the Glanfans. They found themselves in possession of numerous powerful and mysterious artifacts. Andrian wizards and animancers took a particular interest in this piece, particularly when an Imperial Watcher claimed to see the soul of the forests. Ah, a Watcher. Of the Dalewood within it. However, when one of the wizards studying the amulet was driven mad, research granted to a halt. The artifact changed hands, and it was believed to have been stolen back by a Glanfant rogue. The teardrop-shaped amulet hangs from the silver rope. It bears an image of a Caldrian in flight on the front of runic engravings. On the back, wearing it produces a strange vibrance that is felt rather than heard, as it sometimes in the amulet responds within the wearer's very soul. Plus 2 resolve. Cool. Mine is better. And this one? Only usable by ciphers. Well, Gwen, this is for you. Maybe. Let's see. Compare them. Well, I'm not sure. Tara's Defender. All the main force of Saint Waidwen's army marched on Dalewood from north. 2 brigadiers approached from the east, reaching Cold Morn from past through the White March. The legible Cold Morn allowed the Renverens to continue unspotted. Unopposed, okay? An act of cowardice that still draws scores from Dalewoodians today. The soldiers headed north planned to join the rest of the army at New Yarma. The villages of Mercy Vale had little wearing and no time to prepare, but they fought to halt the Red Cranes back as long as they could. Though the town was burnt to the ground after a few days of fighting, the delay allowed the village and tribes on the way to New Yarma to organize a successful guerrilla campaign. It's widely believed that the battle at Mercy Vale, as well as the many skirmishes in the wilds, kept the Red Crowns from reaching Helghan Citadel before the Godhammer was in place. When survivors of the family members eventually returned to see that was left of Mercy Vale, this cloak was one of the only items that had escaped flames, completely undamaged. It draped the corpse of a warrior who had fallen in the middle of town, the body so covered in wounds that identification was impossible. Okay. You sell only unique items? I don't think so. Seeking to augment the power of the wielded even while the skin of a bear, one ancient druid crafted this belt, which taps into the power of the druid's shapeshift. To put added force behind each of the druid's strikes, the belt is enchanted to accumulate whatever form the wearer takes, allowing those in more feral shape to enjoy the benefits of the belt's magic. Okay. Let's read about the Mind Maker. The British Gwen, Gwen, or Mind Hunters, were known throughout Air Glanfad, centuries before Adrian and Valian animancers introduced formal scholarships on ciphers to the continent. They were respected and feared for their abilities to protect souls' connections. When Adrian colonists first settled in the Darewoods, they quickly aroused the ire of their grandfather neighbors by trespassing, sometimes accidentally and sometimes unintentionally, or ancient ruins and orlands of the three-tusked Stegler tribe. A mute but partially gifted ciphers used her abilities to monitor the border ruins and track the colonists who encouraged upon them. To aid her inventions, the Anima Fat of Three-Tusked Stalgar gave her this amulet. True to be a relic of the Angwans themselves, the public gift of such a revered artifact was a political move as well as a political one. Practical one, sorry. In the galvanized Glanfathan resistance to the settlers, particularly within Three-Tusked Stalgar, it was lost, however, when the cipher was killed in reign of farming settlers. Okay, that's sad. Ah, finally a dog. This small hunting hound has an impressively loud baying cry. It makes a game travel companion trotting along your heel. What, you call that a dog? Do you have nothing bigger, my friend? Ooh. Vitrak brain. A large glamorous brain of a Vitrak. Trolls the Vitrak are known to possess impressive powers of the mind. There is no obvious source of Z2. To possess impressive powers of the mind, there is no obvious source for said power on the brain's wicked surface. Okay, let's purchase this in the dog. Something else? I don't think so. We need a cat. This cat furry coat is patchwork of black, orange, I don't like it, and white. It seems very content. I'm not purchasing a cat, I don't like cats. Okay, let's see how the dog looks. Here, Scooby. No, I'm not gonna call him Scooby. Ah, here he is. Well, a small dog is better than no dog, I guess, though. Because most of the dogs are so small, I don't even count them as dogs. Some payday this turn into, sorry. An old man passes dog and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to another. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gap-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he is either. You don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? Okay, when you meet a guy during the night who plays with the coin and says, I have a proposal for you, armed person, it usually is a shady business. He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal, and Gwen runes carved into it. Glistens with its weight, with his sweat, whatever. See, the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. What cargo? Imotau doesn't sound like a Deerwood name. I would pretend to know what this is, so I won't ask that. Not because it isn't. It's from Ixamito Plains, Port Savannah north of the Deerwood. Not so different from the ocean in any way. There's a place where you can stand and turn full circle and see nothing but winds making waves in the grass, but at moments like this, I wonder what business the plainsmen like me had making to the waters. Anything else you want to know? Well, tell me about this missing cargo. We're started in cold morn and we're making our way down the river, loading the unloading as we went, business as usual. So what exactly happened? When we reach Allen's Rest, we may have agreed to take on a few crates from some place called Kleiben Railak. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw a suit of armor, and broke the scepter. Don't know why anyone would want broken anything, but these animancers are by drifty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. We're almost to Defense Bay when the scrambling started. I've seen my share of barrels, but this sounded different. I stopped side with the captain, but he and the first mate went below deck to see what all the commotion was about. When they did not come back, I looked into the hold. He shudders. I saw one of the suit of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When I saw it, when Stormy started running for the hatch, so I closed it. The rest of the crew was probably dead anyway. That's what I kept telling myself. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit rock as well or passing Blackberry. I barely made it to Audra's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up the cargo, not to mention payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nets. It's part of the scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other parts, and I'd bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be a profit for the fellow. There must be a reason you haven't gone looking for the rest of the artifacts yourself. Suits of armor walking on themselves. What do you think would have happened? Have you spoken with the Crucible Knights? Admit that I was smuggling relics? Doubt they'd arrest me, but I also doubt I'd see my coin from this mess. Okay, what happens if I find the rest? You find missing pieces of the artifacts. I've got an animancer friend whom I have expedition days who find you stack of copper. All I want out of this is a few hundred spans for my lost payday. That sounds fair to you. I'll give you the stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. Seeing the kid dried this stone up in his net, I'd wager you could probably find a missing piece out in the shallows during low tide. How's business? Yeah, that was a stupid question. I'll be glad to sail with captains who've made more careful about their cargo from now on. Don't give worms wings about the dog's trafficking laws, but I'm too old to fight ancient horrors. I just want to enjoy the twilight years doing an honest day's work. Farewell then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a break here and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.